Hi guys, and welcome back to Happily a Homeschool Mom. Today I am going to finally go through my planner for the month of September 2018. We just started school last Monday, and this is how I started planning this year. I am again using the 365 Happy Planner in the large size. And last week, we started on Monday, and we had a pretty good week. We did take Thursday off because we had some things come up that we had to take care of earlier in the day, and so we had piano in the afternoon, and the day got away from us. So we did take Thursday off. But here's my monthly spread for September. As you know, that's how I use the month section of the Happy Planner. I do use the Undated version. I put washi tape over the days of the week. And I usually, this is a what is it called? It's a sticker set from, I can't think of it, but I'll let you know later. And they have all the months of the year. So I will let you know what that is when I think of it, because right now it escapes me. Okay, so with a Sharpie marker, I label reading for Hunter, reading for Ethan, math for Hunter, math for Ethan, history, science, geography. It's pretty standard, the same as last year. That works well for me, and if it's broke, don't fix it. So for spelling, both boys had spelling unit 1. We're doing it the same as last year and in previous years. They take their pre-test on Monday. If they get 100%, they don't have to take the test on Friday. And then they do the spelling unit work on Wednesday. So, and they both did that. I didn't cross Hunter's off. I did cross Ethan's off because he did get 100 on the pre-test. I didn't cross Hunter's off because he had one wrong on Monday, so he had to take the test on Friday, and then he got 100% on the test. So I did put English on this side for the month of September, and the reason why I am doing it this way is because last year we were working on English, trying to fill in some gaps that the boys had in grammar and so forth, and so they were using the same book. And we're doing English together, but this year they're not. We conquered that task. They understand the things that they were struggling with, because they were struggling with the same things last year. So like they were in separate books until I think it was April or May, and I decided that I wanted them to go through this course, the very short unit study, to kind of fill in the gaps where they were both struggling in the same area. And I do that sometimes in different classes just because it's easier to just do both of them at once. So to combine the class for both of them. So now that they both are on the same page, they have their own grade level books. Hunter is in 11th grade and Ethan is in 8th grade. So Hunter is reading Around the World in 80 Days by Jules Verne. There are 37 chapters in the book. When he's done, he will write a report, and he's also reading a book through Abeka. It's a lit book, and there are stories and poetry in that. So as he completes, I will cross them off. Ethan finished Diary of a Minecraft Zombie. That's what he had read over the summer, and he didn't get to finish that book, so I let him finish it. Now he is currently reading The Flying Flea, Callie and Me, and then and that has 11 chapters, and then he's gonna go right into The Terrible Talking Termite, and that is 15 chapters. And he is also reading, has a reading book, and that has stories, and it's kind of a lit book too, for 8th grade, and then he reads those stories, and I cross them off as he goes. For math, Hunter is currently in Unit 1, and he started a new math book this year, and I crossed that off. He also has an algebra book that he's going through, and I crossed that off. So he does 2 books at once. Generally what I do is I have a general math book that he goes through, and also an algebra book that he goes through. So most of the time my kids are going through 2 different math books at one time, and it does not confuse them. I've just always done that, and they're both very strong in math, and so that's just something that I do. A lot of times we'll go through more than 1 book at once. Ethan, same thing. He is finishing up the book that he was using last year, and because he was midway through the book, we did not start the book at the beginning of the year. He was finishing the previous year's math book, so basically he's finishing last year's math book, but he is almost finished with that, and then he'll start a new book, but he's also doing another book in conjunction with this book. So in history, they both are, we do history, science, and geography together, and Constitution. This year they're both going through the Constitution. It is required by our state to take the Constitution test, and since Hunter is in 11th grade, he needs to do that. So I thought, why not bring Ethan along with it? Might as well get him, familiarized with it, and then when he's in 11th grade, he'll have to do it again. So it's no big deal. So history, we're doing American history, and we are currently studying the American Indians, and so or the Native Americans, if I'll be politically correct. I'm part Indian. We have Indian blood in our family, so I don't feel like I'm being racist or anything like that, just so you know. So we're going through that. And then in science, we are currently using Apologia Science, and we are doing the physical science book, and we're both kids are doing the same book. We just finished Mod 1, and we have a couple experiments left until we get to the test on Mod 1, and then we'll start Mod 2. So basically we have quite a few different pages. Probably the middle of, probably in about a week and a half, we'll start Mod 2. And geography, we finished chapter 1, so we're going to start chapter 2. Constitution, we finished chapter 1, we're going to start chapter 2. I did put 1 chapter every 2 weeks, but we're getting through them a lot faster than what I thought. So last week, we didn't end up doing Bible at all last week. We just didn't have time, but this coming week we are going to start doing that. They usually, what I've done in past years that works really well is I have a memory verse, and then we kind of have a little devotional in the morning, and most of the time I use it's like a teen book, like Chicken Soup for the Teenage Soul, something like that, a little story. And then basically I just list what we do. They play piano every single day, and they do their piano lessons in between when the other person is reading. So when one of the kids is doing their reading lesson, then the other one is doing piano. And so that is about it. And this is where I put their books that they're reading, and they are doing a composer study on Horowitz as per their piano instructor. So their piano teacher, she is awesome. The kids have had her from the very beginning, and Hunter was about 7 when he started with her. So he's been with her for about 10 years now. Ethan has been with her for probably 6 years. So, but her assignment is for us to study Vladimir Horowitz, and they have listening assignments that they need to listen to on YouTube. And then they're going to get together and they're going to talk about it. So I love that. I love that she incorporates, composers into their piano lessons, so they learn more about classical piano. So I'm going to get started planning, and I will be back with what I write down. This I was using last year for something different, but one thing that I did this year is I decided to write things that I want to remember for the month, just kind of like a diary. I thought that might be fun, and I don't really need these pages this year just because I'm not trying to overload myself and the kids with too much stuff this year. So I'm gonna get started, and I will be back in just a few minutes. Hi guys, I'm back. I wanted to show you the bag that I use for planning my homeschool stuff. I use a Create 365 Happy Planner bag. I have one for my general planner too, and I usually plan my general daily day-to-day planner on my other channel at Scrappin' for MHE. So if you want to see my general planning, I currently have a new video up for this coming week on that channel. And like I said, I have 2 different bags. They're identical, but I keep the homeschooling stuff separate from the general planning because this is the large planner and my other planner is an A5. So mostly I use the 365 stickers. I do have some other stickers from other places. That month sticker that I showed you that I couldn't remember who made it, it's Karen Foster Designs. I think that they are out of print right now, but I did find some on eBay not too long ago. So if you are interested in those, I would look on eBay. So I also have some books. I think I dropped a pen. These are the Me and My Big Ideas 365 pads. And generally what I'll do is I will start with the pads, and then I'll try to use up my leftover stickers that I've used a lot of stuff on, and try to use those up with just so I'm not wasting anything and I'm using everything that I have. So I will be right back as soon as I find what I am going to use this week for my planner. And I plan pretty much the same way as I do with my general planning. So if you check out my other video, you'll see that I try to mix and match with a general pattern sticker plan from one of the books. I will be right back. Okay, I went through my stickers, and the first thing that I pulled is the Karen Foster Design cardstock stickers. This is September. This is where I got that big long strip sticker and there are numbers on here. I'm going to number my days with these. Then I number our subjects, or keep track of our subjects, using these little small stickers. I've got some music notes for piano practice. I have some inspirational stickers. This is one that I've already used one sticker. I've used quite a few stickers on this one. Almost an entire sticker sheet on this one. This one I've used one. These are from the 365 Happy Planner Teachers Edition. And then here is the main sheet that I pulled. I'm not going to use all of these, but I am going to use some of these. So I am going to put the stickers on, and I will be back to show you what our week looks like. Hi guys, I'm back. So I finished putting stickers on for my planner, and I finished writing out the lesson plans for our week. Now I don't go into detail on my weekly spread because I have it already written down on my monthly spread. So basically I just go back and forth, and I will cross off what they've done throughout the week, and then we just move forward. So for Monday we have Bible memory and devotional, spelling pretest, their math assignments, their reading and lit, their English, their science, history, geography, and then piano practice. And then on Tuesdays they have Bible Devo. They do not have memory. My kids, they do copy work for their Bible memory, and then they will copy the verse, and they do a sword drill to find the verse. And then if they memorize it, then they get a sticker that we put up on the board, and at the end of the month, then they get to redeem how many stickers that they have for little treats and things. And that's just kind of something that I've done for years and years, probably going on 5 or 6 years now, and it works really well, and it's just something fun that they get to look forward to at the end of the month. Another thing that we do is they have daily work, which is just a book. It's like a reproducible book that the kids use, and it just kind of awakens their brain in the morning. They do that first thing right after they eat breakfast, and if they get 100% for every activity that is in there for the entire week, then they get a treat at the end of the week. But they have to get 100%, no errors at all. And it is their grade level. So what I do is I find a book for their grade level that is divided into days. And there are many that you can find on Amazon or on eBay or at Barnes & Noble as well. So, so basically the only differences in our weekly schedule is on Wednesday they do spelling work, and then on Friday they have a spelling test if they do not get 100 on their spelling pretest. So on Fridays we have art. On Thursdays our days are cut a little short because they have piano lessons at 2:30 in Bloomington, and which is about roughly an hour drive. And then on Mondays they have geography, and on Tuesdays they have health and composer study. On Wednesdays they have geography. Thursdays they have constitution and health, and then on Friday they have art. So they have constitution 2 days a week and geography 2 days a week, and then they have health 2 days a week. So this is basically what we have going for this week, and then as we go through I just cross it off just to show that we got to that and they did it, and then I categorize it with, or cross-reference it with the monthly spread. Make sure that we're moving along. And then at the end of the month, what I do when I'm planning the next month, wherever we left off, then I will start again, same as last year. If you're familiar with my videos last year, that's we're doing it the exact same way. It worked very well, and so we are just going to chug along. As you can see, last week we didn't do history and science on Wednesday, and I just don't cross it off if we didn't do it. So that is it. So I thank you all for watching, and I hope you're having a great Sunday, and I hope you have a great homeschooling week. Later this week, I'm going to show you a what's in my bag video of what's in my 365 Happy Planner for my homeschooling planner, just to show you things that I have in there. So I thank you all for watching, and I hope you'll join me back here for another video at Happily Homeschool Mom. Bye.